what I want to talk to you about tonight is just a couple safety and security settings and things for you to think about when using social media. We could have a huge book covering it, and there's amazing topics, and there's new scams developing every second, but I'm just going to hit on the ones that I see most often in law enforcement when people come into the lobby and they want to file a report for something that happened online. So I'm going to talk about the two easiest settings you can do on your social media platforms, and I am going to use Facebook as an example because they are the single most powerful social media platform in the world today. Number one, you need to look at your settings and see if you are broadcasting all of your information, meaning your posts, your pictures, your videos, out to the public. Simple way to do this is just highlight your Facebook profile page. So in my case, it would be facebook.com/Mike Byers. You highlight that, copy it, clear your browser cache, and for those of you that don't know what I just said, clear the memory out of your browser, close it and reopen it and paste it back in there, and you'll be amazed at what happens. You're not logged in, but all of a sudden you can see all the pictures of your kids, your grandkids, postings that you put up thinking that it was private, and it's all of a sudden going to appear online. So lock down your settings. You want people only who you friend to see what you post. Or there is also a setting where you can say friends of friends can see it. My suggestion is lock it down to friends. Second most important setting you can do is know who can see your friends. Because if I want to do harm to you, and teenagers in the audience, please take note of this. If I want to bully you or do harm to you or post embarrassing photos or information about you, all I have to do is link through a friend of a friend, and I will eventually get to you. So let's talk about postings. So in a little bit, you're going to hear from somebody who's going to say how important it is that you make sure that you post the right stuff because your future, in the future, this could come back to haunt you. In this case, this is an example of a company called Amy's Baking Company, who I am not a follower. I just found it as an example, and they lashed out online towards some people, and I think we've seen that every day. In fact, right now, the Clippers owner is going through it, okay, because of something he said, and now it's out online. How does this deal with safety and security? Well, when we post things that maybe we should take a breather and step back and think about posting, now somebody wants to do them harm, okay? And you got to think about that. It's not just image, but it's your safety and your family's safety. Pictures and videos. Pictures and videos, we love them. They invoke emotion inside of us. They make us happy, sad. We tear up when we see something that really touches our heart. And, we're in the age of selfies. And for those of you who do not know what a selfie is, it means holding your camera up and taking the picture of yourself, such as this gentleman here. So we're in the age of selfies and nudies. And so we want to be careful when we post selfies up. Now, this gentleman here, he's a formidable person. He would scare me in an alley, that's for sure. Okay, but when you're doing stuff like this, again, safety and security, if you closely look at the real photo, and I'll give you a little hint, it's on the upper right side. Okay, I blacked it out. But if you're going to try to make yourself look tough or try to maybe get that girl interested in you, think twice about doing a selfie, please, okay? Okay, so what's the law say? So we have, everybody's familiar with the revenge porn website and how I believe he's in custody now. So the latest thing that I'm starting to see, and in fact it's become very prevalent in the last 3 weeks, is we have people that are coming in because their ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends are threatening to post questionable pictures or videos on social media of them. Well, California in October, the works were put in place to get California, the revenge law. It's 647J4A, and for the next hour and a half, we're going to talk about all the legalities of it. Basically what all this legal mumbo-jumbo is. And teenagers, please take note of this. If you take a photograph or a video of yourself in a compromising position, or with less than respectable clothing on, and you give that to somebody, there is no criminal law statute that protects you. You cannot walk into a police department and say, hey, I took this photo of myself, gave it to a friend, and he posted it. Because the law looks at it as if you're taking the photo and you're giving it to someone, you're saying, have at it. However, if somebody else takes that photograph or video of you, and there is a clear-cut understanding that says that it's going to be, understand that the image shall remain private. And so the ex-boyfriend decides, you know what, you broke up with me, now I'm going to post it online. If they do that, they have now committed a crime. GPS settings. They're phenomenal. They let us know when we're hungry for that double-double. We just go right into Google, put in and out, and you don't even have to say anything. It tells you there's one 2.4 miles away, tells you how to get there. GPS settings are great. They help law enforcement out or medical or fire personnel. When you dial 911 and can't speak, we'll be able to find you within 100 feet of the cell tower. However, many of you don't realize that when you install an application, sometimes the default settings connect the GPS to whatever you post. And so now it doesn't look very good when you're posting, man, I had to call in sick today for work, I'm feeling bad and can't wait to get back there tomorrow, and it says, mountain high ski lifts or whatever is the GPS positioning, okay? So GPS settings get attached to those accounts. But many people don't know they get attached to every photograph that you take onto a digital phone, as well as a digital camera. So what I did is, this is a photograph, you can't really see because of the lights, but it's a photograph of my wife and I. We went up to Cambria last weekend, and I took the photo and I uploaded it into a website called regex.info. And after I did that, it spit back a copy of the photo, maybe. Okay. And then right up there it says location, gave me the longitude and latitude of where the photograph was taken, as well as the date and time. And then it even connected it to Google Maps, all on one printout for me. So, why is this important for safety and security? Well, that brand new big screen television that you just bought last week, that you took the photo of and said, hey, look what we just got. And then you go on vacation, post this, if I'm willing to do some harm to you or I want that big screen TV. One, I know you're up in Cambria, you're 5 hours away. You just posted the photo, okay? So I know I got plenty of time. Plus, I know you posted a photo of dropping off the kids with Grandma and Grandpa, having a great weekend with Grandma and Grandpa. We'll see you later. The home is vacant, and guess where I'm going to go get my brand new television, okay? So how do we get rid of this? Simple. Go to your settings, turn off the GPS setting for photographs. Okay, so the last part of my talk is ODDs, okay? This is a very technical term. Online DUMs, okay? Online DUMs, these are the people that they just want to go online, aggravate you, start fights, talk politics. It's okay to talk politics, but they want to talk politics in hopes of engaging somebody to argue. Aggravators and bullies. Online bullying is a very serious problem in the United States. It's a very serious problem with social media. All you have to do is now on the right side on Facebook, for example, you can unfollow them. So you can say, hey, we're still friends, but I don't want to see any more of your trash talking, and I'm not going to see it. In regards to bullying, bullying is like, and I'm addressing this now to the younger crowd in here. If I take a ball right now and I throw it at you, and I don't catch it and I let it just fall off, it had no effect, it just fell down. If there's a forest fire and it's raging through the mountains, it's looking for fuel to burn, it's looking for all of those dry leaves. And then the firefighters come and they clear out a road. And they clear it out, and they take the fuel away. It has no effect. For bullying online, you don't address it, you don't talk to them, you don't even mention it. You go about your life as being happy. And when you're facing really hard times, feeling really bad, maybe your self-esteem's really been damaged, you seek out that person that you lean on the most, and those people are sitting in this room. They're your tightest friends, your closest friends. Lean on them and have them help you get through it. Because bullying can be snuffed out, eliminated immediately, and there's people out there that love you and like you and will protect you. Okay? So, for my contact information, I can be found at these various sources, or simply just go on Google, type in Azusa Police Department, and you will somehow, some way get a hold of me.